Yo, we're back for another slop video. This is actually a topic in a video that I recorded a month ago. Part 2 of this RGG recap slop shit. I just never felt like uploading it. But this is it. No more slop. About a month ago, RGG released this video. And in that video, Yokoyama talks about his recipe for making a game.
ゲームはね、技術だけがアップデートされていく世界ではないんですよ。やったユーザーの方のその反響だったり、僕ら自身の老いだったり成長だったり、いろんなものがミックスされていくことによって、それを反映すると真のリメイク作になるんじゃないかと思ったんで、黒田さんに最後の1ピース目を埋めてもらったと。
じゃあ次最後です。
Fan feedback is a part of this recipe, but I don't think it holds as much weight as RGG would like us to believe. Personally, I've always felt that fan feedback has the potential to have a huge influence on a lot of stuff. Maybe that's just because I'm used to these companies completely overreacting to people outcrying or criticizing them. But hey, for RGG, this has never been the case. Fan influence does affect smaller things, but most of the time it doesn't affect huge, big decisions. RGG has always been a company that is set on its goals. Once they decide to do something, they do it. And sometimes we just kinda have to accept it. They wanted to do multiple protagonists in Yakuza 4, so they did it. They wanted to do a zombie game, so they did it. Nobody stopped them. They wanted to do a spin-off about a samurai, twice, so they did it. They wanted to do a prequel, so they did it. They wanted to make an RPG game, so they did it. They don't really care what people think when it comes to big decisions. The most recent example I can think of fan feedback is Han Joon-gi being in Infinite Wealth, because Yokoyama realized really late into development that he's a fan favorite. I'm kind of blowing this out of proportion, but it's important to me, man. Like, it's totally one thing to say that you listen to fan feedback and not listen to fan feedback. But it's another thing to make your own decisions and then say that it's because of fan feedback that you made those decisions. Like, what the hell are you talking about, man? I'll use Kiwami 3 as an example. The reason why Kiryu looks different in Kiwami 3 is because Yokoyama and the rest of the team decided that Yakuza 3 Kiryu is really ugly. They basically say that he was too fat and ugly, so they changed him. Those are his words, not mine. Where's the fan feedback in that? That's a fan favorite look. Or how about the revelations? They removed it because they thought that it was unnecessary. Or how about the recasts? Or all of the bullets missing Kashiwagi in the cutscene? Or Kiryu having one heat bar because they're trying to counter heat spam and they've been trying to do that for a decade. Listen, man, if the fans like spamming heat, let them do it. Some of the people playing these games are trash at playing them. But for all of the dogging that I've been doing on RGG, I feel like they do try to listen to fan feedback. They're just really bad at it. Sometimes when they listen, they deliver. Like Ishin Kiwami, even though it did come at the cost of the old game. And then older characters reappearing in newer games. Or even Dark Ties, because they realized that people really like Mine. And other times, they sort of try to overcorrect really hard into fan feedback that it becomes trash. You have this character who is really cool and has a lot of potential, and he's a fan favorite, but then RGG kills him off because they suck at making games. 10 years later, they bring that character back to life with no explanation, and I just have to think like, who fucking cares, man? Let him be dead. A prequel like Dark Ties is for fan service, but bringing a character back to life with no explanation even though they've been dead for 11 years? Stop. That's not fan service. That's just being stupid. And yeah, that's the video. After 20 years of making games, RGG still kind of sucks at listening to fan feedback. My theory for why this happens is that every single time they regress a character's development or soft reboot the series, it also ends up resetting their development as developers. I'm still working on it, but I think it does have some truth to it. Seriously, reading these interviews about Kiwami 3 and then going back and reading the Infinite Wealth interviews, these are not the same people, bro. Their brains got hard reset.